The email arrived on a Tuesday, subject line, Reverie Data, Priority Access. It was from a company I'd never heard of, ChronoSync. They claimed to specialize in immersive memory archiving, essentially recording and playing back your dreams. I'd spent the last 6 months lost in a fog of grief since Sarah's accident. Clinging to fated, the session began with a disorienting wash of color, a swirling vortex that gradually resolved into a familiar landscape. The park where we'd had our first picnic. It was rendered in hyper-realistic detail, the scent of pine needles, the warmth of the sun on my skin. The glitches escalated rapidly. Objects around me would momentarily flicker and distort, like a faulty television signal. Sarah's voice grew louder, more insistent, morphing into a chorus of whispers that seemed to emanate from everywhere and nowhere simultaneously. I tried to pull myself out of the experience. The voice became a direct address, no longer an echo but a clear, malevolent whisper directly into my ear. "You're trapped," it hissed. "This is where you belong." It wasn't my voice. It was something else entirely, cold, clinical, and utterly devoid of empathy. I struggled. The experience abruptly shifted, and I was back at the restaurant where we'd had our first date. It was perfectly recreated, down to the silverware, the tablecloth, even the awkward silence between us. And there she was, Sarah, looking exactly as she did that night, but, driven by pure terror, I fought back with everything I had. I screamed, I thrashed, I focused every ounce of my will on rejecting the illusion. The replicated figures started to move faster, their expressions becoming more menacing. Suddenly, the restaurant began to crumble around me. I woke up in my bed, drenched in sweat, the headset lying beside me. My apartment was silent, still. I cautiously picked it up, intending to destroy it. But as I turned it over in my hands, I noticed a small inscription on the side. A date, 2076. As I stared at the inscription, I realized something was missing. There was no mention of Sarah's accident, no indication that she beside the replicated figure from the restaurant, a younger version of myself, reaching out to take her hand. The voice whispered one last time, close to my ear, "Welcome home." It wasn't an echo of my grief. It was her voice, finally